Can you see the iguana is feeding on the cactus pad? And they scrape, they remove the spines. That the tongue of that iguana is very strong because can support the spines on their tongue. Yeah. For us, it's impossible to do that. It's eating the pad. You can see it's succulent. You can see the rest, the inside, the pad is rich in liquids.
The iguanas here are really cool because they have these yellow spines on their backs and they can dig with their fingernails, which I think is pretty cool because the gravel's really quite hard to dig with. I've tried it.
And there's these cool plants and they're red and they're covering most of the island. And when the plants are get moisture in them, they're green, but when it's more dry, they turn red. So the ones near to the ocean are more green, I find.
And the swallowtail gulls are these birds with red feet, and they have really good vision. They're nocturnal, and the red ring around the eyes shows that they have good vision. And yeah, there's lots of them on this island, South Plaza.
Galapagos!
So we came on this trip because, well, I did a project on Ecuador last year and I researched the Galapagos because I figured out that Galapagos are part of Ecuador. And then I talked about it, and then our parents kind of got interested in it more. They realized they wanted to come here because it's so pretty and beautiful. I could totally see us coming here, as if I have a family someday, I probably will. This is just such an amazing place, and I would love to share that with everyone.
You would never be able to see this in like Santa Monica. You can't walk down the street and see a giant tortoise. They can come like just inches away from you, and it's like magical.
You guys want another picture of you? Yes. Where's the camera?
Today we're visiting the highlands of Santa Cruz. It's very humid, as you can see. Here's the ideal place for the Galapagos giant tortoises. This is probably the most emblematic animal of the Galápagos Islands. It's given the name to this paradise. These gentle giants roam around here. This is the migration route. They don't really live here. They are coming from the highlands, traveling all the way to the lowlands where they will be laying their eggs. Every year, many of them, thousands of them, go all the way down to the lowlands where they will be laying their eggs, areas which are drier and warmer. Never close to the beach because that will be too salty. Never here because it's too muddy. In the past, unfortunately, these animals were decimated, and the terrible fate of these animals is that they can survive for up to 2 years without drinking or eating. So they were stored on the ships to be used as fresh meat. Pirates, buccaneers, then whalers, and all of them were removing them from the islands.
It's so weird the animals get so close to you and they don't run away. I mean, like this crab right here. They're just so used to humans just walking by and not bothering with them. The sea lions and the iguanas. I like reptiles. I don't know why, but it's just kind of instinct that I like them. Because I like their shape and how they look. Over there on that beach, there was a turtle that came really close and I got some good pictures. And that's particularly exciting for me because turtles are my favorite animals.
Well, this is my dream place. I always wanted to come here, and now that I'm here, I can't really believe it. In our science class at school, we were just learning about shield volcanoes, and to be here is just wonderful to see all these fissures and this volcanic rock that I'm sitting on right now. It's just amazing how these islands were formed.
Whoa, look at all this. Does anyone see any animals?
Not yet.
Barnacles.
What are barnacles? Do you know?
They're things that attach to things.
They're things that attach to things, yeah. These eat the little floating things in the water. So when the water comes over them, they open up and then their little legs come out and they bring the food into their mouth. But they're all closed up, aren't they? Why would they be closed up?
Oh, here's open. Here's one open.
Yeah.
Because they're not in water?
That's right. They're in there with a little bit of water and they're waiting till the tide comes back. All right, let's move on.
When we were in the forest, we saw these bear tracks, and I wondered if a bear was really that heavy, but then he told me that there was a whole bunch of bears that tend to walk in each other's track, and that was really neat.
These are the footprints of a bear. This is where many bears come through the woods. And when they come through the woods, they step into these footprints again and again. Well, that's a good question. Have you ever wanted to be a scientist?
Yes.
That's the kind of question a scientist would ask. You know, in truth, scientists don't really know why the bears do this. They just know that the bears come here again and again and again. I think these bears are in the habit of walking right here.
I'm Holly Murphy, and I'm from California in San Diego. We're on Fernandina, that island, yeah. We saw a whole bunch of iguanas. It was like a welcoming committee. They were just, all of them, and we had to walk around them. They were all squirting stuff out their noses. It was really cool, I thought. I guess I'm just here. I'm really lucky to be here to see all these really cool iguanas. Well, mostly, as you can see, like the iguanas nesting and all that stuff. Maybe I'm seeing 200, 300 iguanas, probably. They're the only marine iguanas, so they swim in the water and they eat from the water, and they lay their eggs next to the water. So I think that's pretty cool, just to see these animals. They're the only ones of their kind. You should go here. It's amazing. Yeah.